That's my diversity shield. Come with me to the dance floor. Move like you never knew you could. Get off of your high horse and get healthy like you know you should. I'm a fat soul, it's so natural. Time for fitness. I just wanna see my kids grow up. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is Bro Fitness Bois, where I try and lose 100 pounds in under a year and get healthy because I don't want to be a piece of crap and die. How is everybody doing tonight? Thanks for, I see already a bunch of people in the stream because I redirected them from my video game stream. So straight from unhealthiness to healthiness.
Heck yeah.
William Richards in the chat. Let's go, boys. This one is for the boys, exclusively for the boys. By boys, for boys. And yeah, today was a tough week for me just because life got in the way. Our car broke down. I've been trying to get that sorted out. And also, I had just a lot of stuff to take care of. So, I've been a bad boy. I haven't made it to the gym this week, but still lost a lot of weight. How you doing, Corey?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And yeah, you called me and you talked to me about it. You texted me and said, "Hey, I've had some problems. I haven't been able to hit the gym this week at all," which is totally fine.
I'm gonna go tonight, but
good. But taking a week off isn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
The bigger deal is the diet, and that's what like you said, you've lost a lot of weight. For those of us who don't know, like you cannot. Maybe when you're in your early 20s and your teens, I mean, as long as you're not eating whole pizzas in a single sitting. But if you're eating normally, when you're in your late teens, early 20s, even mid to late 20s, you can somewhat work out a bad diet. But when you get to our age, when you get to those late 20s, 30s, 40s, diet literally is 75% of the equation. So I am excited to see your numbers without working out, just sticking to your diet where you're at. And I would agree with William on that. Look at that chiseled jaw.
Dude, I can see, like, I totally saw it this week. Like, my face is skinnier.
Yes.
And for the first time, I've because it's when I see myself every day, I don't notice the change as much, right?
Right.
But for the first time, I did like a side profile and was like, I'm visibly skinnier, and everyone I talk to in real life is noticed and asked.
50 pounds is a big deal, dude, or 45 or whatever you were last week. Let's pull it up. Let's see what you got this week.
So the Fitbit app is frozen.
Nice.
But I've got my scale. So hold on, let's see. Let's pull up. Why am I pulling this up? There's nothing. I haven't worked out since the last time we streamed. All right, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see that one. It's going to be a short stream this week.
It's totally fine.
Here we go. Get that out of the way, and here we go. 304 pounds. This one's not. This is cheating though. I weighed in this morning at 305.4. Okay. And I was so busy, I didn't eat anything, and I forgot to drink water, and weighed myself at 5 o'clock, and I was like, this is water weight. Like I don't weigh 304 pounds right now. And then I've eaten, I hadn't eaten any food. I've eaten dinner since. So,
Yeah, it's probably the 305 then.
30, yeah. We're at 305 and it's been pretty steadily around there, 306. So right, literally the next day after, like the worst, this was Thursday where I hadn't, I was at 312.
Right.
So I've lost 7 pounds. Yes.
That is amazing.
And that's after last week where I lost 1 pound because it was right after. So this was last Thursday, and right after I had an artificial dip, and then went back up, and then had a jump, and then we streamed this Thursday. That's last Thursday. And so I had only lost 1 pound last week, and now this week, without going to the gym, lost a ton of weight.
Right. And look at with that scale. I mean, in mine, and this is for the people that are watching, your body seems to, and people's body loses weight differently because it's a genetic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some people that are like, they're going to be the purists that are going to get in my face and say this, but for lack of a better term, it's a genetic thing. And if you've noticed over at this point, we're at 2 months, right? You do this, you will go down a lot, and then you'll kind of plateau for like a week.
Yeah.
And then you'll drop down a lot, and then you'll plateau for a week, and then you drop down a lot, and then you plateau for a week. And so that's not, like I said, I wanted last week, I remember saying, let's see where you're at in a week.
Right.
Boy, was I right. Like,
well, also, I'm trying to restart my phone right now, because I did want to pull up all of my macros, because having not gone to the gym for the week, without even trying to, like, I didn't eat any food. Because I've been pretty consistently hitting 1,500 calories, but without like that extra energy expense, it'll be bedtime and I'll look at my phone and be like, oh, I've only had like 600 calories today. And so I'm like, I'm not going to pound down another like 800 calories right before I go to sleep just so I can get the number to 1,500.
Yeah, especially since you're not working out and especially since you're not feeling hungry, like massively hungry.
Right. So I basically, I've been at 1,000 calories, más o menos.
Yeah, and without working
the
out
whole week.
That's great.
Okay, I don't even know.
And yeah, I mean, we're at 2. So yeah, we're at 2 months now. We're at practically 2 months because you started in July, you had August, and now we're in September. So if we're not 2 months, we're 1 week short of 2 months. And you have lost almost 50 pounds in 2 months, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And 50 pounds in 2 months is just bonkers. And that's why I want to see. That's why I want to see your.
Still working on it. It finally opened on my phone, and now it's not opening on my computer. Okay, close on.
Yeah, and William's right. Like, don't hammer 1,000 calories right before bed. It will murder, and he's completely right. It will murder your progress, especially, and that's the glorious thing with this carnivore diet. Okay, your body is literally using fat as its main energy source, not carbs. So when you go to bed and you eat a whole bunch of food, your body's going to use that food rather than your fat reserves to give it energy throughout the night. And so eating, and this just goes for any diet. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to fight the midnight munchies. You've got to fight that late night snack.
Yeah.
If you don't, you will lose all your progress, and you'll be like, I'm working out so hard. I do all this, I do all that. I'm just going to have, and I'm very guilty of this.
Just turn straight into fat.
Yeah. I mean, your body's metabolism is different when it sleeps. Your body goes into, it's kind of weird. It goes into kind of a rest but recovery phase. So all of your calories go into recovering, and your body goes into like a hibernation mode. Sleep is like sleep is so necessary for any sort of recovery, weight loss, mental, anything. Sleep is like one of the most important things. But it's interesting what your body does when it sleeps. When it sleeps, it taps into your fat reserves. But if it's already tapped into your fat reserves,
Right.
it's just, yeah. So
Okay. Well, Fitbit's not working, so I don't know.
that's okay. On your if it's on your phone, what was your weight? What is your muscle mass and your fat mass? That's what we're really looking at. That's the most important number.
Now I can't even get. Now I can't pull up the scale anymore. What is going on? Hello? I'll just have to look at it, I guess. If this ain't gonna work. Okay. So, today, let's pull up the 305. Weight 305, BMI 41. What did you? Body fat is 135 pounds.
And what's the percentage?
44%.
So if I remember correctly, last week you were at 45.
Yeah, let me pull that up. 18th, 45.6%.
Yeah. So I mean, you've lost, and again, with your scale isn't a perfect one, but it gives you that great baseline. So
1.5%.
You've lost out of that 6, 7, 8 pounds that you've lost this past week. 4.5, 5 of that has been straight up fat. What's your body? What's your muscle mass? Let's look at the muscle mass.
Looking at the right one. Today is 162, 33%, 53%. 162, and then a week ago, it was 161. I've gained, and I didn't go to the gym.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. This is a great thing to talk about. It's a great thing to talk about. Taking a rest day on any gym routine or workout routine or weight loss routine. Now, notice I didn't say cheat day. Notice I didn't say go pig out. A rest day or a rest week from the gym will let your muscles recover in a way they haven't recovered. So what happens is, again, dumbing this down, for anyone who's listening, there's a lot more science into it. I could get all scientific, but basically it goes like this. Your muscles get into a rhythm. They get used to working out, resting, working out, resting, working out, resting, and they recover just enough to get to where they need to be for the next workout day. Our body is very, very good at adapting. We're very good at adapting. And muscle memory is a real thing. There's so many studies about these individuals, for example, that work out bodybuilding, work out really hard a long time, can bench 305 pounds, and then they don't work out for several years and they get old, they get fat, they get outweight, and then they start getting back into it and their muscles recover extremely quickly. And they're back to lifting 305 within a year, which is wild. It's because our muscles and our bodies are very good at adapting to circumstances. So when you take a week-long break after a month or two, so this is actually really good that this happened. Not intentional, but it's great that it happened. When you take a week-long break, your muscles will go into a deep recovery, for lack of a better term. Mm-hmm. And your muscles will actually feel a lot stronger. Your muscles will feel a lot stronger when you go to the gym. You will notice a difference when you go to the gym tonight. After a week of being off the gym, you're going to like.
Well, I've had a week to recover. So.
Yeah, you'll realize now if you go 2 or 3 weeks, now your muscles are going to start saying, "Oh, I don't need this muscle mass," and they'll start decreasing. But a week, it will get to the point where it's like they are fully recovered, they are fully ready to go. If you've been taking your creatine and you've been taking the BCAA drinks like normal, you tonight when you get to the gym, you're going to deadlift and be like, "I feel really good." Mm-hmm. General rule of thumb, a lost pound is 3/4 fat, 1/4 muscle, depending. When you're a little bit older, yes, it's very hard. A lot of people are like, you can rebody comp. You can, but it's a lot more difficult to do that. There's, especially when you're losing the amount of weight that Alan is attempting to lose, when he is going to lose, I mean, you're ultimately wanting to lose 100 to 150 pounds in the long run. Yeah, there's going to be some muscle loss there. Yes. But the goal is to keep that the minimum amount of muscle loss possible. And how you do that when you're going through a body recomposition, as the fitness influencers like to say, is you need to weight lift. You've got to weight lift. You've got to take creatine. You've got to take BCAAs to keep the muscles up. The more muscle mass you have, the more calories it takes to keep the muscles stable compared to fat stable, and you will lose weight faster. It's just that simple. So yeah, if you can keep it even less than that, like what William was saying, if you could keep it like 4/5 fat, 1/5 muscle when you're losing a mass amount of weight. But the thing is, you won't get there. Like, for example, me, if I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to lose muscle mass. It's just, we have a guy at work that's doing the same thing. He's lost like 30 or 40 pounds, and he was one of the strongest guys on our crew. He's no longer the strongest guy on our crew. And you can see, even though he's ridiculously strong, but he's just recompositioned his body. You were very, and now at this point, you can say, I'm fat. I'm not super fat. You're not, like, you've lost 50 pounds. You've gone from, what did the Gabriel Iglesias say? There's big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and dang, you've gone down a couple of levels. Now you're just big.
Well, my scale still calls me obese.
Yeah, it calls me obese too. But yeah, you'll notice tonight when you go to work out, you'll be like, wow, I feel really good. And
yeah, that's not going to work.
No,
I don't have autofocus on.
That's okay. But yeah, you will lose when you get to a certain point, losing weight, you will lose muscle. With where your body fat percentage is, you're not going to lose much muscle. And you notice that in the scale, your muscle has gone up significantly and your fat has gone down significantly. And we want to keep that as good as possible until we hit that X, but you're not going to hit that X anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I noticed that for those, I mean, I think most of these people tuned into you playing Silk Song, but I noticed it last night, I think it was last night. For the first time I saw your face and I was like, holy crap. Look at that chiseled jaw.
Yeah. I've got that Ozempic look.
just a little.
That's my job on, and then it goes in. It's like I got a buccal fat reduction. See that?
Oh, well, look at that. See, I've got to get a little less.
I don't know if we want to save it for like once I've lost 100 pounds, so we can let chat decide. But I'm gonna have to take my shirt off again eventually.
And you're gonna have to do a side-by-side picture. I mean, you might have to go back into the chat and do a screenshot of the screenshot of the first one, and then do it again.
So I don't know if we want to see it at 50 pounds or wait till I get 100.
It's up to you, dude.
For the
it's your stream.
Picks.
It's your stream. Whatever you think is going to get the most viewed.
Last time you saw me cry was over a video game. Yeah. Ozempic face. Yeah, thanks. I'm proud of myself too, but in the humble kind of way. I feel really good. I can get more stuff done. And I feel healthy. So.
And you're getting there, and you're getting there very quickly. It's quite impressive. I am very impressed.
Yes, my wife just sent me a text. I thought it has nothing to do with fitness, but it's hilarious. My daughter, 4-year-old daughter Savannah, was talking to my wife and said, "Mom, can we go to Disneyland? Dad doesn't have to come. Dad thinks Disneyland is dumb, but we think it's good. Yeah, it's good, right?" I don't think Disneyland is dumb. I think Disney is dumb, and I refuse to give my money to people who support pedophilia. So
yeah, well,
I've vowed I will. told my kids they're not allowed to go to Disneyland, but I'll take them to Universal Studios.
Well, maybe we'll have to plan a trip out to Florida and do a Universal Florida trip.
But you don't want to go to Disneyland and have a princess encounter and have it be a guy. So
Are they doing that?
Yeah. Yep. They have men dressed up as princesses.
That's retarded. Well, hopefully they'll figure their crap out. I'm not holding my breath, but
well,
anyway.
God wants you to be healthy. That's the title of this stream. Because even when it felt like a blessing because there's a lot going on, but I was still able to make progress. So I was like, okay, I'm on the right track, boys.
Yep. Diet is 80% of the equation. For anyone who's wondering, diet is 80% of the equation. And tonight, when you go to the gym, like I said, you're going to feel very strong. And yeah, I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you. So your arms are looking better too. You still got a little bit of that underarm.
Not this part though.
Yeah, that's from your shots though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This one's not as bad. But yeah, that's it's pretty rough. You might still be able to see. I'm still a little swollen, right? They shot me in a different place this time, so it wasn't in the back. It's still a little swollen up there. It just looks like muscle though, because it's not bright red.
Right. Okay, dude. Well, I mean that's all it wrote. Next,
I don't love anything in Hollywood, but at least they're not like overtly.
At least they don't have Gru dressing up like from a female's perspective.
Princess Gru,
because Universal is Gru,
and plus it's got Harry Potter World, and you gotta support the turfs. So,
J.K. Rowling. Anyway, well, that's all. I mean, we don't have much this week about the graphs, but that's totally fine. Like everything's looking good. You're looking great.
If I lose 125 pounds, he'll cover skin reductions. Yeah, I think it'll. I mean, yeah, like you were saying that it should stretch back or retract back over time.
It will over time. It will take, if you lost 125 pounds, no matter what, William has a point, and we talked about this, I think, a couple streams. When you lose 125 pounds, you will have some loose skin. It will recover, but it will take a while. That's not something that goes away instantly.
Nope.
Your skin is an organ. People don't know that, but your skin is the biggest organ on your body, and it adapts very quickly, and to weight gain, it adapts very quickly. It takes a little bit to shrink. Now, you're not like my 500-pound life or my 400-pound life, though you were close with 350.
Yeah.
But, when you get to that 400, 500-pound mark, that's where your skin is it will never recover, ever. But 350, between 3 and 4, you're still at that place. Like if you, with the weight loss you're losing, like you said, when you touch your belly, you're like, oh, that feels very, that doesn't feel as taut. Yeah, because it's not fat. That's skin. You're losing it to that's skin. If you feel your skin feels extreme.
That's the grossest thing to me, and that's not even my fault. So
and most of that is skin. There's some fat there, but most of that's skin.
Yeah. It's very loose.
Right. Your very loose stuff, at least skin.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't made from fat. It was made from water expanding.
Yeah.
Giant baseball-sized welts on my arms from getting allergy shots. I doubt that this is real. That Voldemort is a woman now. But if it is, it'd be kind of funny. Because it's a guy who preys on kids who's now transitioned into a woman, which is pretty accurate.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. They could, but they're not. I don't think it's not gonna be a transgender thing. It's not gonna be I'm a boy who now thinks I'm a girl. And the reason being for that is because J.K. Rowling still owns. This isn't fitness, but J.K. Rowling still owns all the rights to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
She's kept that, and
The casting call wasn't gender specific. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. But J.K. Rowling is very anti-trans.
Yeah.
And so when they wanted to do a trans thing, they wanted a trans. I can't remember who. I think it was Hermione or Ron. I can't remember. There was an article about it. J.K. Rowling. This was a year or two ago. J.K. Rowling said she'd burn the whole project to the ground before that would happen.
Do it. Make the villain trans. Do it, J.K.
So, anyway, that's all I've got, dude. Good job. I'm mildly impressed with your progress. Keep it up. And then next week will be on a Friday because I go from Lady Voldemort trolling around the 15-year-old Harry stream skin. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Black Snape either, but it's fine. It'll be interesting to cover, that's for sure. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
thanks for keeping me accountable. I'll run to the gym tonight, 10 o'clock. We did find out what's wrong with the car, so it's just gonna take a while to fix. Yeah. I need a new fuel pump and a new radiator, but those are two different issues. But
money.
Mm-hmm. We got it figured out. It's taking some time. I had to do other crazy stuff. I went to a movie premiere for Angel Studios as well. Had to borrow someone's car to get there because I was like, but it was cool.
Well, good.
Rubbed elbows with some important people. It's cool.
Good. Well,
okay.
Keep it up. Keep the weight loss. Keep the weight loss going. Keep your journey. I'm excited to see next Friday where you're at. I'll let you know where I'm at next Friday. I got to do a full body scan, and we'll go from there. And yeah,
it was exactly a week. So yeah, last Thursday I was at 1,500 pounds, and then 900. 1,300, 900, 800, 800, 1,000.
Oh, your calories.
I haven't recorded today's calories, so.
Nice.
Okay, make your point quick. One thing you discovered about losing weight. Last comment. What's the thing you discovered? And then we'll end the show. You're going to be amazed at how much better people treat you. Yeah. Well, I never really left the house anyway, so. You guys are the only people I interacted with anyway, so and William is the kind of real friend who isn't gonna stop being friends with you because you don't think it's okay to transition children. So it's almost gonna make you mad at humanity. Yeah. Well, but I also have the benefit of I'm the funny guy too. It's okay to be a little fat when you're funny. So people didn't treat me horribly just because I was fat. And I have been skinny at some points in my life. At one point,
I've got a picture of us.
There was a good 6 years where I was kind of good looking. So
I've got pictures of us in Mexico, and you were like, I used to before my hard drive crashed, but you were like 160 pounds.
I was a little chubby before my mission though. So
yeah, well,
but yeah.
Anyway, my friend. All right, that's all I got.
Nothing loses weight more than getting dengue fever in Mexico and walking 20 miles a day. Yeah.
And parasites. Yes.
Yeah, parasites. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Friday, right? We're switching.
Yes, sir.
Friday.
We're switching to Friday. Yep.
Okay, unless you get overtime called in, but
yeah, if that's the case, I'll email you. I won't be able to text you, but I'll email you and let you know.
Drinking the water, yeah.
Okay. Peace, YouTube.
Here's where you flirt with danger. The water's okay as long as you don't swallow it. So you can brush your teeth with the water. I did it. I definitely did it.
Yeah, there were some places, but
depending on where you were.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.